but not in a narrow nationalist way, but out of your humanitarian instinct, out of your desire to see human beings flourish, and particularly Armenians flourish. And for that we're grateful as an example to us, that sense of wanting human flourishing, starting with our own people. I would like to say just for a few words why I was attracted to the idea of Adopt a Village. Excuse me. When I first heard about the concept from Len, it seemed like a no-brainer. Every village in Armenia covered by some diasporan community or other, and essentially the entire diaspora engaged with the redevelopment of the homeland from the grassroots up. Now, as the Bishop mentioned earlier, there are plenty of organisations doing a lot of work. The idea of Adopt a Village is not to create a new organisation, it's to actually provide a channel, provide a framework through which different organisations, groups and individuals can fund, get involved in, or encourage or equip projects in Armenia. That will be explained a bit more further on. But the first thing I liked about AAV was that particular point, in that it is a framework with which to engage Armenia. It allows and mobilises different initiatives to be channeled into particular parts of Armenia. So in the case of Australia, we adopt Vayots Dzor, which is a southern region of Armenia, and we engage in projects with the people there. The other thing I liked about AAV is that it's focused on small to medium-sized projects. So it's essentially a micro-project concept. But it's not just about money, it's also about skills and relationships and contacts and online mentoring and teaching English and whatever else that we can all do. It may be as simple as us just saying, we're going to have Skype contact once a week and do some mentoring of some locals in skills that they need, and then also learning vice versa. So there's a whole, there's a flexibility in terms of the kinds of projects that can be engaged with. The other thing about it is that there's a three-way accountability. While the government is not the initiator of these projects, but at a local level, the local villagers who are engaging with us will engage their local government as well to try to get the government on board and facilitate the projects that are being established. So there's the government at the local level, there's the local village, and then there's the diaspora. There's a three-way accountability and a three-way relationship that is strengthened. The other thing I like is that it's a person-to-person approach. We relate to people like Askik, we talk to them, we get their ideas, they get our ideas, we build relationships. And even if nothing comes of that, we've established relationships, which will, in some way or another, lay the foundation for something in the future. The other thing I like is the focus on villages. As the Bishop said, there are 900 villages in Armenia. A lot of them are struggling, to say the least. A lot of them are near the border and are under constant threat. And a lot of them are strategic for the same reason. If we don't have these, if we don't strengthen these villages, then strategically, militarily, Armenia is in greater danger, along with the economic and cultural dangers of depopulation. So one more thing to add is that a concept like Adopt a Village is an opportunity for people with different skills in the diaspora to take part in different ways from within their expertise. So if we have people who are travel agents, we can get your input on how to make the village of Shatin more attractive to tourists. If we have a psychologist who is a good mentor, we can have her get online and talk to kids in the village about issues that the kids face. So you get the picture. It's an opportunity for us to engage a whole broad spectrum of skills. these are my thoughts on why AAV is an exciting option, an exciting project for the diaspora. And I keep thinking there was something else. That's what I was going to do. I was going to read out the message from the Premier.